Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Surviving the Abyss. This is the new game that we're adding into our rotation today. We had a look at it when it came out a couple of months ago. It's still quite new, it's still quite early access. And it's the third entry in the Surviving the series coming out of Paradox, or rather Paradox Arc, their indie offshoot subsection. I'm a big fan of especially Surviving Mars. I've enjoyed what I played of this when it did come out. Surviving the Aftermath I've had issues with, but I'm currently sitting on the DLC key for Rebirth, which apparently fixes a lot of the issues. It's almost like a massive update, and developers have set me up with that. So we will probably have a look at that as well. It's not necessarily nautical themed as a lot of what we're covering is at the moment, but it'll segue well onto the back of Surviving the Abyss. Anyway, so let's go in. Let's give it a go. New game, introduction objectives. I suppose we've got some other modes too. This seems as good as any. Establish your base with early guidance from your superiors on the surface before embarking on your mission to perfect cloning in the depths of the ocean. Yeah, fair enough. If you're going to do it, you got to hide it somewhere. This mode is a standard difficulty experience for the game, or intended difficulty. The scenario contains some guiding objectives. Okay, sure. Let's do that. I remember this being quite tough. In fact, I skimmed some of the reviews and people were complaining about how tough it is. And, a part of me just feels like, get good, right? There was an easy scenario that you could select. Tough's good. Tough's what you want.
Much came to be known about the structure of DNA and the human genome. The possibility of cloning a human being was becoming a reality, as our brightest minds raced to be the first to complete the endeavor. After a few short years, scientists reported the first promising results. A human being was cloned for the first time.
Yeah, well, we've got sinister music. That sounds like a good thing. Oh god, it doesn't look like a good thing.
However, were short-lived. The test subjects were unstable.
Right.
Their DNA damaged by the cloning process. All died within days.
No good.
Moral objections to the technology turned to public outrage.
Right.
Outrage turned to protests, and eventually protests turned to riots. Publicly, the research was discontinued. The military, however, was quick to understand the strategic potential of this research. Why stop at recreating?
Jeez, how many gongs does that dude have? The Americans give you medals for anything.
Plans were drawn up to continue the research in total secrecy,
Yep.
far from the prying eyes of the world, deep below the surface of the ocean. The sea floor provides access to new.
This is such a good setup, eh?
And ample DNA.
Not just an underwater base thing. But I like that you're kind of doing some sinister government mad scientists experimenting.
Have been selected to lead a team of the best and brightest.
Yes.
The lives of the crew are in your hands.
Oh no. Well, good thing I can clone them. Or well, that's the plan at least. So, from what I recall of this game, you kind of actually have to unlock cloning tech and be quite aggressive in your cloning loop to maintain your base. It's sort of a death spiral struggle, which is fine. But again, as we've talked about with a lot of these games, especially the ones I've played with already, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I avoid spoiling ahead of it. Let's experience it all together, and I might play dumb a little bit in some areas. Which isn't hard because I'm dumb. Greetings, Overseer. This message is from the command station, 7,861 meters above you. We hope you got settled in okay. In the coming days and weeks, you'll need to figure out how to supply power, oxygen, food, and get a stable supply of fuel and building materials. Once basic infrastructure is established, our first big milestone will be a fully functional cloning lab. Good luck, Overseer. The work you're undertaking will benefit all of humanity. Well, very good, or at least the ones that we share the tech with. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So we got all this stuff here. I mean, it's a functional UI. I don't particularly love this sort of Apple IIe, squarey sort of look. But again, that's not to say that it's not workable. That's just personal aesthetic. I don't necessarily like that stuff. Overseer. We need to get a regular supply of building resources and fuel, set up a mining relay, and assign our available mining subs. So this is a mechanic that you see a lot in these colony management games. Surviving the Aftermath and all that are the same, where you drop a pin and the workers will just task to it. I think in this case we'll have to allocate subs. Mining relay, right? And let's do that. Trap as much stuff as we can, right? How beautiful is this, right? And this fog and all that. It's definitely, it's got an aesthetic like nothing else, right? So what we can do here is just mine all, and we'll allocate the 3 subs that we have. And then off they go. Off they go mining. However, you can tell them to be picky and specific to what's within the range, right? But for now, we'll just collect everything. Next up, power and oxygen. The central hub produces both, but we're going to need more to continue into the next phase of construction. Build an oxygen generator and a coal generator to get us started. Okay, sure. I'll follow the bouncing ball. Power line and tunnel. Okay. Coal generator. All right. Oops. Now, they do degrade, if you mouse over it, you can see oxygen required, power output, and air quality impact. So this is, like, again, not to get ahead of myself, but if you click on this, or even up here, you know how you make power grids? See how that's talking about oxygen grids? So you potentially might want to make little bubble areas to cordon off the oxygen contamination. You know? Power line. I believe if we do that, it's pretty straightforward. Now they're on the same network. What's this down here flashing? Tutorials. Emergency events. I don't need to know any of that stuff. Look at this little squiddy going for it. Little. Look how big he is. He's bigger than a man. Bigger than many men. Alright, so that's under construction, so let's just let old little fingers give him the clamps. We'll let him just keep clamping away over here. Alright. So, building O2. Doesn't have any O2. So what we'll do is tunnel it up for now. Nice, look at it go. And you can see, now we've got more power on our grid. Build an oxygen generator. We can do that. Oh, there it is there. Oh, I don't know. Let's plonk it right there. So it's pretty cool running the power cables and the tunnels. It all works. I love that it has that sort of 50s aesthetic. You know, everything's off-white beige. It's good. Alert. Oxygen usage almost at full capacity. That's right, I'm on it. I'm on it. There we go. Look at it. Look at it fisting away, pumping away. Very good. Alright. Well, I guess I'm out of mission objectives. Is the game... Oh, look at this thing. Oh, the game's going to give me another one. Good timing. We need to think about a consistent food supply. A carbohydrate farm will be simple to build and will provide us with a large supply of low-quality food, but this may affect crew morale. Yeah, fair enough. Give them meat, man. Give me a meat farm. Or fish farm, I guess. Specifically breed cows and stuff down here underwater for all the chuds, all the big boys. For me, basically. This may affect crew morale and eventually impact their health, but it's the best we can do for now. Use the technology tree to unlock carbohydrate farm. Okay. So, there it is there. R&D costs 30. Unlocked. we're going to build it. There it is there. Oh yeah. Probably piggyback onto the back of that. That looks pretty neat and tidy. Nice. We'll let him get building. They're going to keep harvesting away, keep farming. See the little dudes doing their little... Can I go in there? I want to go in there and have a look. Crew lens. No, I don't know if they've necessarily rendered the interiors. That's fine. Oh, what's going on here? We've opted to send down an additional 4 crew members to assist your endeavours. Before we send them down, we expect the food situation to be stable and adequate housing facilities to be available. 2 living quarters and a stockpile of 75 food will ensure that you can sustain a larger workforce. Okay, sure. Overseer, we need to locate larger deposits of resources. Extraction points. These extraction points should show up on sonar scans. Construct a sonar tower so we can test these capabilities. Sure. So, sonar scans. Sonar tower. There we go. Oh, that doesn't really need to be connected to anything. Probably just wedge it in there. So this should be more permanent. Tappable resources, as opposed to these exhaustibles that we're farming at the moment. Such a cool game. Alright. Yeah, it's got power, yeah. Just took a second to kick in. Locate fuel extraction point using sonar beacons, right? So, fuel, medium. There we go. So where's this fuel point? Oh, hang on. Our sonar tower has located a nearby resource extraction point. It appears to be a coal deposit. As it is located in the darkness, we must first construct a light tower. Once the area is lit, we can build a coal extractor on the coal point. Okay, cool. Where is it? Fuel lens. Oh, it's out here. Coal extraction point. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Light tower. Oh, yeah. That seems reasonable. How'd you go into the dark? Nah. Nah. Don't want to be in that submarine, boys. It's not eerie as anything. Alright, that's going to need power by the look of it. Well, I guess we can let it build and... Cannot build in the darkness. Oh, right. That's so good, eh? Nice. Unlock the coal extractor in the tech tree. Alright. Coal efficiency upgrade. What about coal extractor? Done. Build a coal extractor on top of the thing. We can do that. There it is there. Coal extractor. It's going to need a big old tunnel. And a bit of power to boot. Nice. Oh, look at him. Little crabby. Uncommon. Oh, that's cool. You can... I don't know if you can necessarily interact with them other than just read a little bit of blurb. Can I click on this fish? I can too. A rosefish. Nice. Build 2 living quarters. We could probably queue them up. Living quarters. Oh, okay. That's a swish. Ooh, they automatically piped on. So what's going on here? If this mission is to be a success, we'll need to research new technologies. We must adapt to life down here. Building a research lab and staffing it with crew will generate research data per day. We can also add modules to our research labs to provide additional daily research data. Cool. Sounds pretty standard fare. The first step in our goal is the acquisition of genetic material. Steps towards creating a nightmare situation. Let's go. Full speed ahead, please. Specialized genetic material can be found in habitats. Habitats are the source of genetic material and have a rarity corresponding to the species located within. Rare samples possess more varied attributes which can significantly impact the outcome of our experiments. Must locate a habitat. Okay? Find it, use a sonar beacon. Okay. Oh my god, okay, just keep piling it on. Overseer, we have the utmost faith in you to lead this mission, but a project like this requires many great minds. We're planning to send down a specialist engineer to assist with the setup of the facility. Before we give the go-ahead, we need to see progress. Stockpile 80 coal to ensure continued success of the mission. Okay, sounds reasonable enough. Right, so habitat beacon, low. Beep. And if we put the habitat lens, discovered habitats in use. Oh, hang on. Do we not have a habitat lens? Yeah, there we go. All right, what's this? We've pinpointed the location of a nearby habitat. We must make preparations for the cloning process. Build a fauna trap on the habitat and capture our first genome samples. In addition, begin construction of a cloning lab. Okay, a lot to do. Fuel stockpile. Well, it looks like the fuel place is working. Look at that. Extractor's extracting. Crew are assigned. That's good. Build a fauna trap. Fauna trap. Oh, it's over here? It's over here. So we're going to need more light. That looks reasonable to me. Alright. I kind of like that there are some structures that need like tunnels and some that don't. Well, obviously, because of staffing requirements. Oh, we're running at a loss on power. Okay, hang on. Coal generator. Total supply 14. We'll build some more coal generators. That makes the most sense to me. Or like that. Oh, sexy. Right. Current output, current demand. 2 crew are unemployed. Losing food. Generalist crew members. Okay. There we go. Power's back on track, which means they should start getting powered, perhaps. Maybe. It says 0 out of 1. Is the power not connected? Do these cables have to touch? Building not functioning. Amount of power grids too. Yeah, is there something... Really? Maybe we just don't have it. Oh, you know what? Total supply, 8, 14, 21. Like, is that technically on the power grid? Oh, You silly sausage. Yeah, okay. It was just next to the grid. My bad, my bad. Okay, look at all these lights. That's cool. Alright, habitat time. It's habitat o'clock. Fauna trap. I don't think it needs power or staffing. What's this? Crew relation effectors. Huh. Stockpile fuel. How are we doing with that? Coal. Oh yeah, that's happening. Stockpile food. I guess we might be working towards that. Look at it. Look at this cool little thing. Nice. Capture 3 specimens. Spider crab. Basic bait. I can't change any of that. Common. Fauna capture. Aha, okay, so it's just capturing over time. Nice. Build a cloning lab. Oh, what's this? Brine pool. Send exploration sub. Oh, did I click on that by accident? No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Build a cloning lab? Surely I'll build a research lab first. Cloning? Basic research lab. There we go. Look at that. Looks very Gucci. Alright, we'll hook that in. Put that on the network. Honestly, we might as well build a cloning lab while we're at it, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, big power draw. Big power draw. Okay. Can I clone a building? Yeah, I mean like the build clone tool. It doesn't look like I can. It's a shame. I'll get that built. Okay. Base is coming along. Alert. Oxygen almost at full capacity. Oh, okay. I think we'll be alright for the moment. Oh, food stability situation under control. Oh, fauna trap captured. Oh my god, I'm getting lots of pop-ups. Everything's happening. Let's go, yeah. Research data points increase. Let's go. Stockpile coal. We might struggle with that. I'm putting a bit of draw on the system now. Milestone. Cloning lab constructed. Now, is it off because it's not on the network, or... Yeah, okay. That power symbol just means it doesn't have enough power. Not that it's not on the network. Overseer. Our steel supplies are running low. The deposits of scrap steel won't last forever. If we want to continue this mission, we'll need to start mining iron ore and converting it into steel in an alloy furnace. Build our first alloy furnace and create steel. Okay, sure. I can handle that. Oh look, we got rarities for the habitats. Okay. Build a cloning lab. Well, we're working on that, aren't we? There's the research lab. So that generates research. Okay. 11 buildings with unsafe air quality. Oh, for crying out loud, man. Alright, and we don't have enough power. And that's on the network, so I haven't poo-pooed that yet. I haven't messed that up. Can I... There we go. Oh, goodness me. It's all a bit busy, isn't it? Can I delete this somehow? Just press delete. Nope. How do I deconstruct? I kind of really want to destroy this tunnel. Cloning, tech tree, tunnel. Or maybe I can... Cancel placement. How come I can't destroy it? There's got to be a button somewhere, I just can't find it. I mean, unless it's like a technology. Bear with me. Huh. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, well, we probably need more power. I suppose you'll let me build it over there. Just delete it on its own. Invalid placement location. No, I'm aware of that. Thank you, game. How about... what can we do here? Can we do any fancy? Not really. I mean, I could do that. And tunnel that. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright. And then now they're complaining about air quality. Do I actually have the staff to do the staffing? You know what? Cancel that. Power? No, just delete it. Game. Destroy. Aha. Oh, does that mean I can... there it is, destroy. Oops. Okay, finally found it. But I also realized that my dudes aren't fully staffing this. Research lab. I don't need research. Not yet, at least. Build a cloning lab. Okay, cool. Power's back in the way. Unsafe air quality. Is everyone staffing this? They are. So, if I need to improve my air quality. Oh, what was that? Alert. New crew members have arrived. Hey, Bonza. That's what we want to see. Unlock the alloy furnace. Okay, right. Stuff is starting to get a little bit intense. Steel foundry turns 2 raw units of iron ore into 1 unit of building grade steel. Do I need this? Drills extractors collect building materials from larger deposits. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that. Resource lens. No. We want to scan. We want to scan for resource. Oh, what's this? Quartz glass extraction point. Concrete deposit. All right, we're gonna scan like crazy then, I guess. Oh, it has to recharge. All right. I mean, they're still mining that area, so that's good. Oh. Oh, that might be the research being completed. Okay. Getting too excited there, Scarlet. I think I've scanned everything. Okay, what do you want now, game? All prior experiments in cloning led to test subjects who suffered from poor health, malnutrition, and could only undertake the simplest of tasks. Well, sounds like me on a Tuesday. Your work down here can fix this. We can fix this. I will say, like, even though this is a bit of a setup for, like, underwater horror, I'm not against this as a game concept, right? I don't want to sound like a fuddy-duddy. I'm all for shooting dudes in the face, killing 1 million terrorists or whatever as a video game loop. Sure, that's fun. But, like, when you look at things like this where you're trying to, push the tech, the research manifold forward, right on the edge of current understanding and then pushing into that adjacent sci-fi. I don't know what else you'd call it. And you see it in some things like Stellaris, and even like Kerbal like promises that in Kerbal 2, the idea of taking space travel to a little bit further than where we can at the moment, right? So I quite like this idea of, it's not just frontiersmanship physically, but also the idea of technology, fictitious technology that might be the next step in the next few years in reality. I just personally enjoy that sort of setup. The time has come. Open the cloning interface, add the desired genomes to the sequence, and begin the cloning process. Well, I don't want to tease you too much, but that's where we're going to stop for the moment. So, Surviving the Abyss, how good is this? It's really cool. I want to play more. Make sure you let me know. Obviously, we've got a couple of different things in rotation. I'm only going to add one thing per day. But yeah, if you want to see some more, chuck in a comment, chuck in a thumbs up. That helps a lot. That sort of engagement and feedback helps me know what people want to see more of and what we can continue with. Anyway, I won't waffle. Team, thanks again for joining me. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.